What we're looking for is a safe place where we can get the kayak in and out. The banks are too steep here too. We might go somewhere else. That is way too much of a vertical drop. Spiders. We're gonna have to just think of something else. Turn the camera off, we'll find another spot. We're on the water. I'd be in heaven if this were crystal clear water. Let's go to some exploring. G'day folks, another beautiful morning. We've got a new kayak that we're running. We've got to scout two places this morning. I've been looking around for a sit-in kayak, something a lot lighter, something that I can carry by hand, not have to cart with a trolley. So, two spots I need to scout. This is scout number one. Number one, I wanted to make sure that I could get through to the other side where I know it's blocked. Right, we can get through there. We're good. Now the next little challenge is going upstream to where I want to launch, because we're gonna have to make our way back upstream, but the water's not flowing very fast, so I don't see getting back really an issue. We did it last time with the other kayak and that was a long slog. It was like a 4.5 hour up and back. I'm expecting this kayak to ride a lot better. The other one was designed for fishing. This one I can get on the car relatively easy. You know, I did launch it this morning on an incline in my driveway at home. Not the ideal way to do it, and I don't think I'll do it like that anymore. I had to kind of bend my back a fair bit. That probably a bit stupid on my part that I actually did that. But we're gonna head back to the car. We'll scout the next spot, which is the entry point into the water, and providing that we've got a safe way in, we'll do that. Right now we're on scout location number 2. I think the first one passed the test. I believe we can get through. Now what we're looking for is a safe place where we can get the kayak in and out. This here was my natural inclination. Way too steep, and the jump from the bank is too high. The banks are too steep here too. Got a feeling the water this morning is going to be extra stinky. Not quite how we like it. The jump to the water is just too high. It's almost 1.5 meters from the lip of that to the bottom, and I don't think I'm going to find anything else in here. Okay, for what it's worth, let's have another quick look down the other side, where I was going to go originally before I remembered about this drain. I'll have a look there. Maybe sometimes you got to trust your instincts. We might go somewhere else. Yeah, that is way too much of a vertical drop. 4 or 5 meters down. No good. Last spot here is under the bridge. If we can't see a way here, we're gonna have to just think of something else. Nah, have a look. Even in the best of times, this is all loose rock. So even if I could have, that is pretty much a guaranteed fall. Walking through a fair amount of spiderwebs. Up, let's do a run. How easy it is. I'm wearing Crocs, not ideal footwear. No, it's way too steep. Way too steep for what I'm wearing. I'm not gonna cross that spider. I'm gonna go around it. Man. Spiders, man, spiders. I can see them. I can see the webs freaking forming everywhere. I can see these tiny little balls just hanging there. Look, I don't know if you're going to see that on the camera. Right? I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's just what I can see dangling down from the webs, from the bloody... So I don't know if these are new things that are just being born. They don't look small. Jesus. Alright, looks like the spiders have decided it for me today as well. No, I'm not even walking through that grass. I'm going back the same way I came, this was not it. I'm having to walk over webs here too. I can feel webs all over me. They're sticking to the hairs of my hand, the hairs on my legs, and occasionally I'll feel them a bit. Alright, I've pretty much made up my mind that this is not it. Turn the camera off, we'll find another spot. Alright, well, that was a bit unfortunate. We just can't get down there safely since a lot of the banks have been eroded. Where I showed you, and I had to go through all of those webs. We're going to go to another spot and have a quick look. Well folks, we're on the water. Very stinky, very stinky. I don't remember it being like this at the other place. Just a slimy fish smell, like fish slime smell. I'd be in heaven if this were crystal clear water, no doubt about that, but it's not. and that's okay. That's okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. If I look in the camera, I don't think I was filming when I came down. So all the way up there is where I've parked the car, and down that bottom section down here, it was the entry point. My voice is a bit croaky. Kayak feels good. This is just a completely different experience to the other one that I've got. Anyway, let's go do some exploring. Should we go visit the ducks? Let's leave the ducks alone. Alright, I've got to put my gloves on because I developed some pretty severe blisters last time. So let's learn our lesson, and it was in here that I got my blisters. So far we can go. Hey Siri, what time is it? Okay. Well, 10:37 a.m. said Siri. Now, just along here used to be a massive, massive downed tree. It's probably end up in a bay.
I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.
So I don't know if you know what I mean at all by the rivers being this wide as just less intimate. You're a lot more removed from everything. You know, places like where we took the kayak first round, very closed in, very narrow. You're in amongst the trees.
Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me meant to be.
Let's go catch this thing.
Forever free. You and me.
My garden house.
Meant to be in the great outdoors. Forever free.
I wish that I could see what the hell is wrong with me, but I don't. No, I'm getting there, but it's getting so hard.
Oh man, it's
I
beautiful.
guess I should have known the way to let it go, but I don't. No, I'm getting there, and it's breaking your heart.
I wanna travel the world with you.
What have we got up here? What is this?
I wanna do everything you do.
No way. A set of stairs.
I wish that you could see all that is good in me, but you don't.
Big
Now
hair
you're
up in the
getting
tree
there,
there.
but it's getting so hard. I guess you should have known the way to let me go, but you don't. Now you're getting there and it's breaking my heart.
I wanna travel the world with you, counting the stars. I wanna do everything.
G'day. Hiya. I think what's so nice about this kayak being so wide is that I've got a fair bit of room on each side of my leg. I'll tell you what, this is so much easier getting some speed in comparison to the other kayak rowing. Pedals is completely another story. But in terms of rowing, there we go. Nice. Why didn't I bring my fishing rod? Yeah. You know what the irony about what's coming up is? We're getting into those spots that I really like. Down Timber, all of this. It's also the bloody spots where all the spiders are. We're about to cross a tree here. Alright, let's give you a bit of a view. This side wasn't the smartest one to go through. You know what? This thing is really good for skimming water. Super skinny. Brilliant. Big rock. Got a feeling we've got a lot of submerged things under here. Let's just take this bit a bit easier. I keep seeing what look like. They look like galaxies. Look like a galaxy too. Maybe it is. Maybe there's not that much salt up here.
unaware where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the
And slime.
can't touch the bar. Sitting to the tumble,
We've got submerged rocks everywhere around here.
waves that shake me out, out of my
Grim.
skin. Never been so easy, losing my direction.
Almost in here.
Bearings have me south of home.
An
I've
uglified,
been wrong
is there
before.
such a word? Version of the
I was
Lord of
waiting
the
in
Rings.
the
You know, they enter the
undertow.
yeah, they've got those two towers.
Fed away like bones,
Part 3.
unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow.
Let's keep trekking. Let's see how far we can get. I'm liking this. Damn, I should have not dawdled at that previous spot.
And
But
the water feels
what? Really was clean too. It was a Galaxia. That's right. Only hit one with my paddle. Wow. Okay. So I don't know what the ratio is then of salt and fresh. If I'm not mistaken, salt water is denser, so it goes to the bottom. The fresh weighs less because it doesn't contain salt and it sits at the top, which makes sense why the galaxies are on the surface. Should have done that slowly, that would have been great footage. Look at this! What a fishing spot!
At first I was hesitant. Now it seems so cute.
There's a lot of kids that aren't too happy that I'm here. Look at this! Oh man, this is beautiful. It's got to be closer in between these branches. Come on, try and poo on me. It's a bit of a defense tactic with the lorikeets. Alright, well, it's right here behind me. A lot of tiny little fish. Heaps of them. And I know they're not flatted, but they look exactly like them. If you see a flatted in a rock pool, although they're hiding on the very bottom, these are kind of top mid-water. They've got bars on them, so I don't know if they're little perched. Don't know. So unless I've got my bearings completely wrong, I'm pretty sure that that was Solomon's Ford.
Skimming stones across to test the other side.
Alright, we've got a bit of wildlife coming up, so we're going to turn the camera around. So coming up ahead, there's the branches that are bare. There's a branch across this tree going all the way across, very shallow. I want to see if I can make it over it. I'm curious. This would be a complete no-go zone with my other kayak, but hey, you kind of need to know your limits so that you know what to break and what not. At some point you need to test where your boundaries are, which is what I'm doing right now.
If I reach the other side, and I'm trying to find the courage in my heart to open my mind. There's a river, no bridge in sight, and I'm swimming
Let's see if we have any scrapings along this.
Sometimes you got to take a chance on life to see the light.
A little bit, but just.
Lights are on the line, but time is on our side. We will drink the wine.
I'm super surprised. We had a little bit of rubbing, about half an inch. We literally just skimmed over that.
And we will survive. There's a
Wow. Dumbfounded. I'm not complaining. It's good. I think it's good. Alright, take a bit of this way. You might not be able to see it from that high up at the front, but you might. Okay. And we've got this turbulence up here ahead. Okay, that's from the water that's... No, you know what that is? Okay, so what you can see coming up from the top, that's the tide. You can see me maneuvering through the rocks here. Didn't touch any of them. Okay. So we're going back down, but we're gonna go to the left. We came on the right hand side last time. We're gonna go to the left this time around.
It's the tallest sound, the damn smallest crowd, but their hearts break loud.
Right, so the other thing that I just did then was let's see if we give this thing a bit of pedal power. How fast can we go? It's actually pretty quick. It's pretty quick. I suppose I'm so used to my other one. It's on really. I'm always digging the entire paddle in. Weird, long, kind of consistent, powerful strokes. Moving to timber again. No issue. Let's go through here. Leisurely pace. Oh. What a workout. That trip was amazing. All in all, getting out to that really nice spot wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard at all. See you on the flip side.